superlative morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Break It Down Newspaper Review. This is 32 FM 94.9 FM. We're glad to have you. We're happy to be here. We're excited. It's the end of the year, the last edition for the year. Today is the 31st of December 2021. So tomorrow we start a brand new year. We are located on the 4th floor Cocoa House building, Dugbe. My name is Dele Adeyanju.
Good morning to you, dear listener, and it's good to be here once again. We go straight to the papers. I am Olutayo Gwade. They have the Daily Trust newspaper here, Premium Times, The Guardian, and The Nation newspaper.
I have with me the Daily Post, the Punch newspaper, Daily Independent newspaper, the Vanguard, and of course the Nigerian Tribune newspaper.
Let me start from Daily Trust. Without drugs, here are the alternatives to manage high blood pressure. Corpses of fund seekers recovered in Benue River. Okay, more from Daily Trust newspaper. Police gunned down 38 bandits in Katsina. Federal government we crushed over 1,000 terrorists in 2021. NDDC forensic audit will recover every kobo, prosecute culprits. More headline from Daily Trust newspaper. Why I am happy. Buhari didn't sign electoral bills. Senator Adamu giving president to Southeast a matter of morality. Federal government releases 16 billion naira to clear accrued pension right. Troops arrested 567 criminals in South in 2021. Buhari appoints Karebo as Fire Service Acting Controller General.
Take our headlines from the Daily Post newspapers now. Troops from Nigeria. Niger neutralized 22 Boko Haram ISWAP fighters in Lake Chad. Governor Otom congratulates Ochi Doma-elect Pastor John Elaigu. Governor Bello sets up board to help develop Suleja Emirates in Niger State. Also, Buhari, Goodluck Jonathan meet behind closed doors in Asurok. 153,000 out-of-school children return to classrooms in Bauchi. 2022, deaths, earthquake, tsunamis, protests, another pandemic, hunger, others. Apostle Amauku releases fearful prophecies. 2023, Igbos understand Nigeria better, should produce President Governor Ikpeazu. Buhari appoints Karebo Samson, Acting Controller General of Federal Fire Service. Insecurity, UI Dawn, Tade knocks Masari over arms for self-defense, comment. NDDC, President Buhari promises to review forensic audit report, directs remittance of outstanding funds. Osun begins digitization of public procurement process. Yoruba Group presses Buhari to save Nigeria. Free Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. Clark's letter, Obasanjo Group come out of denial of COVID-19 existence. Governor Mohammed to Bauchi people. Just three more. Wealthy class behind insecurity in Nigeria. Buying weapons, drugs. Hamza al-Mustafa. Killings take Nigeria back to security level under Jonathan. Northern youths to Buhari. And the last one here. WHO hopes COVID-19 ends in 2022 as 5.4 million die in 2 years.
Times, NDDC forensic audits, every kobo will be recovered. Corporates punished. Buhari, 7 painful deaths that rocked Nigerian sports in 2021. COVID-19 vaccination, states react to NPHCDA releases performance ranking. Insecurity, popular Buhari supporter dumps him after 5 brothers were kidnapped. Mexico, Afghanistan, India lead as 45 journalists killed globally in 2021. IPI. Okay, why Uche Nwosu's arrest is bad for police. Uzodima, ex-Jigawa governor, reappears in court after stolen corruption case for 14 years. Police rescue 10 kidnapped victims, arrest notorious bandits, others. COVID-19, Nigeria records 1 fatality, 1,355 infections as at Wednesday. Lagos Assembly passed 1.758 trillion naira. Okay, world leaders must shun politics of populism, self-interest to end COVID-19. In 2022, WHO, an officer forced me to lie down, another placed his leg on my head. Uche Nwosu. Okay, that'll be all I have from Premium Times.
From the Punch newspaper, electoral bill, National Assembly will remove direct primary clause, says Bajabia Miller. My grouse with Buhari government on Syria killings, favoritism, nepotism, Bishop Kuka. Masaris arms for civilians call evidence of Buhari's failure. Senior advocates, Sands. Again, Jonathan visits Buhari in Aso Villa, reasons unknown. Ijo group opposes Obasanjo on resource control, says constitution faulty. CSOs fault federal government's claim of making tremendous progress in 2021. Uba lands in Anambra Airport, hails Obiano for infrastructural development. Deeper Life pastor emerges Benue community paramount ruler elect. Akure monarch intervenes in Neolori's marital rift. And Lagos State government, UK to train students in cooperative management. Atiku condemns attack on Zamfara. PDP Congress demands probe. These are many more from the Punch newspaper.
All right, we'll take a look at the Guardian newspaper. Buhari orders 6-month progress report from Solid Minerals Fund. Akumi Additional, face of a positive Nigerian, setting new agenda for African development. NFF finally names Jose Pacero as Super Eagles coach. Southeast Group opposes calls for IM's presidency in 2023. NYC DG Ibrahim promoted. Let's see some more from The Guardian. Oyo security outfit recovers 23 phones from suspects. Germany eases travel curbs from Omicron hit countries. Sudan security forces kill 4 protesters as thousands rally.
From the Vanguard newspaper, Yocha Ayu frowns at development in Osun PDP. Federal government, not Benin Republic government, keeping Sunday Igbo in prison. Lawyer. Next cash and carry. Farouk visits, pledges federal government support. APC women leader seeks probe of Ida council boss over alleged constant women abuse. And Senator Owe loses mother-in-law. WHO predicts COVID-19 will end in 2022. Buhari, Jonathan meet in Asurok. 2023, Atiku, Tinubu, Yahaya Bello. Missing and Primate Ayodele reveals Nigeria's next president. Royal Rumble, Deji of Akure Land intervenes in Oni of Ife. Olori Naomi squabbles. And Buhari's achievements in 2021. Full text of Lai Mohammed's press conference. All right, that's all from me. We'll take a break for a message. When we come back, we bring you the analysis of the news. Stay with us.
Special season.
Àwọn kan wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tó ń kojú nǹkan tá à ń pè ní sweet palava ìdààmú dídùn bí akin tí ń rò bóyá kóun wọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ tuntun òun kalẹ̀ sápọ̀ ọ̀tún nínú ọgbà alẹ́ òun ìdààmú báyọ̀ ń tiẹ̀ ní bóyá kóun fi kọ́kọ́rọ́ tẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá tuntun òun tàbí kóun fi rìmóòtì ìparọ́rọ́ tẹ̀ bákan náà ní Fúnkẹ́ tí ń sí ẹ̀rọ amómi tuntun rẹ̀ lọ́bọ̀ léraléra kí ló lè fàrú èyí Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza ló tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí ìwé náà bá fẹ́ ní ìrírí sweet palava ìdààmú dídùn tirẹ̀ pé *611# kó o sì rìsáàjì iye tó tó ₦500 lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ láti kópa nínú Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza yìí oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀bùn tó lé ọ̀kẹ́ márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n 500,000 ló wà nílẹ̀ fún jíjẹ láwọn bíi ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ agẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá ẹ̀rọ amóhùnmáwòrán ẹ̀rọ amómitutù àtọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀bùn alárinrin mìíràn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rìsáàjì báyìí kó o lè jẹ̀bùn àdéhùn àtàsọtẹ́lẹ̀ wàṣà o.
Glow Joy Unlimited.
Hello! We believe you're enjoying Titan Farms products like Titan Rice, Yam Flour, Rice Flour, Titan Oil, and others. Oh yes! With Titan Farms, there's always something more. Give your child the best gift by buying any of our lots at Titan Farms Estate, Upperland City, Monia, Idianyure, Regal Gardens, Soka, Cherry Court, Ilaji, and enjoy freebies like 500 blocks, 20 bags of cement, free survey, deed of assignment. That's not all. Here's the big deal. For every land you buy in your child's name at Titan Farms Estate, you can get a loan to sort your child's school fees if need be at no interest for up to 3 months. Yes, you heard me. No interest for 3 months. To enjoy this limited offer, quickly call 0906 007 9714 or visit Titan House opposite Motor Dealer Park, New Garage Road, Ibadan, or check us out on www.titanfarms.org.
Join Cousins Baby as we nurture and celebrate our little champions in the Cousins Baby Moments Competition Season 8. Over 5 million naira worth of prizes up for grabs and the ultimate prize of 2 million naira for the baby of the year. To enter, simply purchase any 3 different Cousins Baby products or a Cousins Baby gift pack. Take a creative picture of your baby 0 to 3 years old, showcasing any of their unique gift or talent with the Cousins Baby products in view. Visit www.cousinsbaby.com.ng/CBM8 to upload the picture and register. For more information, follow at Cousins Baby NG on social media. With Cousins Baby, every baby is a star. Terms and conditions apply.
ká tó bá ní ìrìn àjò ó yẹ ká mọrúfẹ́ ẹni tá a fẹ́ bá rìnrìn àjò torí ká má bàa sọnù ká tó sọnù ìdí sì nìyí tí gbajúgbajà iléeṣẹ́ atọ́nisọ́nà tó mójúlẹ́jà bí agbanisíṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé ẹni tí ń wáṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ àwọn ni alábàáṣiṣẹ́pọ̀ pàtàkì pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group.
ní báyìí iléeṣẹ́ FMH International HR ti ṣèwádìí tó jinlẹ̀ wọ́n sì ti rí gbogbo ìṣòro lọ́kàn-ò-jọ̀kan èyí tí àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí tó fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lókè òkun fojú winá ẹ̀.
ìdí gan sì rèé tí wọ́n fi ń ké sí gbogbo ẹni tí jì sọ́fì àwọn alágbèédá lórí ipa afẹ́ lọ sílùú èbó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tàbí ìwọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbèrò láti máa gbé tàbí ṣiṣẹ́ lókè òkun lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́.
wọ́n ti ṣetán láti ro ọ lágbára pẹ̀lú information tó nílò láti mú àlàrere rẹ ṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn ọ̀fẹ́ ni ìmọ̀ràn àti ètò ìtọ́nisọ́nà yìí o tètè kàn sí FMH International HR báyìí ní 3rd and 9th floors Cocoa House Ìbàdàn.
telephone 081 000 56451 àti 081 155 14779.
Mama dog, Mama dog, Mama dog, the way to have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama dog tasty range.
Oh yeah, fry the chicken,
spicy rice,
spread the bread and spicy nice. Have a yummy Christmas with Mama dog tasty range.
Ho, ho, ho! Have a deliciously nourishing Christmas with Mama Dog.
Mama dog, Mama dog, Mama dog, Mama dog, the way to have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama dog tasty range.
lẹ́nìkan bá ń bi mí ohun tí mo máa ṣe tí bá jowó tó tówó gidi mo ronú mílíọ̀nù kan náírà àbí ìyẹn ò tó nǹkan kan rárá bóyá pẹ̀lú bíi 5 tàbí 10 mo lè.
mú àlárere rẹ ṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìpolongo Airtel Recharge and Blow níbi tí gbogbo èèyàn ti jẹ́ olúborí ra owó ìpè dójú àmì lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ kó o sì gbádùn ẹ̀bùn owó tó tó 100 mílíọ̀nù náírà ìpolongo yìí ń wá sópin ní oṣù December ọdún 2021 fún àlàyé síwájú sí testa 444*4#.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Taste the fun. Mini noodles, I really love it so. It's tasty and yummy. Tasty and yummy. Taste the fun. Taste the fun. Call all your friends now. Call all your friends now. Enjoy your mini noodles. Mini noodles. Taste the fun. Mini noodles, I really love it so. Mini noodles.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9, the very last episode of the Break It On newspaper review for 2021. We are so excited. Thank you for sharing your time with us from the 1st of January to the very last day in December. And we'll say thank you, our dear listener. I am Olutayo Ogunade. Dele is here.
Dele Adeyanju is my name. Thank you so much for keeping faith with us.
And also the Dumo joins us on the program. Good morning to you, Austin Dumo.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good.
Good morning.
Morning. All right, we have lots of stories here, but let's look at this first one. Well, the class behind insecurity in Nigeria, buying weapons and drugs, Amza Mustafa. This man has been in the corridors of power. He knows what he's talking about. He worked closely with late General Sani Abacha, and Abacha once said that if why are you smiling? That if insurgency goes above one day, then it has the hands of the powers that be. So maybe Hamza Mustafa knows some people or somebody somewhere doing all these things behind insecurity.
Yes, you can't completely divert the statement from the fact that the current reality suggests that there are prominent Nigerians who are bent on bringing the country down, especially for political interests, either for political interests or economic interests. This has always played out. Thank God you brought about that statement credited to the late former General Sani Abacha, that if insecurity persists for at least 48 hours, the state is involved. And we have also seen a lot of official connivance of people in highest authority in the land conniving with non-state actors to destabilize the country. Sometimes in July this year, there was this allegation that a particular helicopter landed somewhere in Shiroro local government in Niger State, dropping relief materials for bandits. And that was traceable to a very prominent former head of state in the country. Of course, a mere statement was released to disregard that particular allegation rather than proper investigation that this particular aircraft belonged to so and so person. Was it that the bandits shattered this aircraft, or that the former head of state has some information that Nigerian states do not even have? So these are all of this. Hamza is not somebody that will just talk and will dismiss the talk. The federal government itself knows this, that yes, there are highly placed people who are involved in terrorizing this country. We have terrorist sponsors. Some names were released in Saudi Arabia sometimes ago. At the end of the day, the Nigerian government also claimed that they have names. They said they have about 400 names of people that will be released. The other time we asked for the list, some apologies of the government, they said we should not jump the gun, that we should wait. Today is the last day of the year. We thank God that God has spared our life. Are we going to continue the same way next year? We are at death too many this year. It was just like harvest of blood or harvest of death.
Too many deaths.
Too many deaths, avoidable death in 2021. So Hamza Mustafa has come out to talk. Let the DSS investigate this matter. No doubt there are highly placed people who are behind the destabilization of the country. And the only way the government can distance itself and give us beyond reasonable doubt, prove beyond reasonable doubt that they are not masterminding attack against the Nigerian state, is that they should do thorough investigation and ensure that no matter how highly placed, people are brought to justice.
We always have in the news that the war against banditry and insurgency is being won by the federal government, but it's very clear that this war is won against the rank and file of this bandit, if there is anything like that. But the top hierarchy, the people that bankroll them, and the top people used for the games are still somewhere.
Yes,
replanning and re-strategizing.
This alarm by Hamza Mustafa is to enable the federal government, in terms of classified or intelligence information, to cut the source of supply.
Buhari is an ex-military man. See, he should be able to think like Hamza Mustafa.
See, event has overtaken that. The president...
He was voted because he was...
Yes, of course, that was one of the major selling points at that time. Insecurity. Some people still remember his role during the Matasani court group or insurgency at that particular point in time. But event has actually overtaken that. The president has not proven to be a former military head of state, with due respect to his office, as far as insecurity is concerned in Nigeria. A particular news headline this morning, Northern Youth or Northern Coalition has appealed to their own son, President Muhammadu Buhari, to return them to where we were before he took over.
That's the Jonathan.
You understand? So the situation you can't improve on. You are not supposed to make worse. But that is clearly the Nigerian situation for now.
What is history writing for President Muhammadu Buhari?
Well, it's a matter of history. some of his loyalists, some of his appointees are still of the opinion that if he leaves office, he will be praised. I remember Goodluck Jonathan keeps saying that I'm the most abused president. By the time I leave office, people will praise me. Of course, he did something at the end of the day that make people to praise him. So we do not know what President Muhammadu Buhari will do between now and the end of his administration that will make history to be kind to him. But so far, we have had it so badly.
We have this headline here from Punch newspaper. Despite 3,125 killed by bandits in 2021, Lai Mohammed says Buhari made tremendous progress.
Yes, if you look at on the side of the military, effort is being made to ensure that the country is safe. But the truth of the matter is that the best of even the government, the military, is not enough for the people of the country. Nobody wants to care about your efforts. What we are most interested in is the results. How do you deliver results to us? How do you ensure that non-state actors, terrorists, under the guise of banditry, kill people at will? They have graduated to a level where they seize boss, they ensure that they burn people alive. You know, this is the level we have gotten to. Another news headline this morning reads that a particular ardent supporter of Mr. President had to relinquish his support for Mr. President because 5 of his kinsmen were adopted. You know, when we talk about it, they say we are sentimental. But like we have always said, any to come, lo more. If it happen to, you know, Nigeria.
What the cancer you do, right?
You understand? So some of us Nigerians, we are so bad to the extent that even if evil is happening, we won't even believe. We would think it is sensational until it happened to us. Must we wait until this evil happened to us? People can no longer sleep with their 2 eyes closed. If you want to be on the road, your heart will be at your throat. So the government had to do more. Not as if the military has not done anything, not as if the government has not done anything, but the best of the government is not enough. You can't continue to tell us that you have done more when the country is not safe.
Are we deploying the kind of intelligence needed to fight or fighting an asymmetric warfare like we've been experiencing in the last, decade in Nigeria? It's not a conventional warfare, so it's asymmetric in nature. So how do we have the intelligence to ending this? Or at least reducing it to the barest minimum?
We might not be able to end it completely in no distance time. But what the government can do is to gather enough intelligence so that we can be able to at least reduce it to the barest minimum. Some of our troops die as a result of ambushes. We suggest largely that there are saboteurs within the system. There are people even in government who are sympathetic to the cause of this insurgent or criminal element in the country. Because when we talk about this, you also bring about the issue of the rule of law. So let the federal government in the new year go all out to decimate this group, go all out with the latest equipment we have procured to be able to address the issue of insecurity. Of course, let us put this clear. Asymmetric warfare is not always easy anywhere in the world. It suggests that you are fighting unknown enemy. Your enemy could even be beside you. You may not know. Unlike the conventional warfare, when you have soldier A on the other side and soldier B on this other side. But now you see people who disguise like civilian. Meanwhile, they are the enemy of the state. So it is not that easy. We may not be able to get rid of them at a glance, but we want to see effort on the part of the government and situation on ground to suggest that yes, we are actually winning this war. How do we do that? We want to travel through Kaduna Abuja road and get back to our destination safely.
But Austin, don't you think it's too late for the current administration to do anything? It's taking them 7 years now. They have 8 years.
Daily, no time is too late. It's better late than never.
Do you think this administration has that willpower to do it?
We are
now somebody is identifying some people, and you are talking about intelligence. Are you saying that they do not know who are bankrolling these people?
They know.
So what intelligence do we need?
Buratai, before he left office,
they've not been able to trace the funding.
They've not been able. It's even shameful that after a decade of insurgency in Nigeria, we have not been able to cut the source of supply. We have not been able to cut the source of logistics. Buratai, the longest serving chief of army staff in Nigeria, said before he leaves office that President Muhammadu Buhari knows what to do. He knows what to do.
So that's the willpower is absent.
That is the problem. You know, The president.
So how can you then get Buhari to act on
the
this?
president?
What is the National Assembly doing?
The president last week or thereabouts told the service chief that they should go all out to get these guys apprehended. Some of the declaration of Mr. President still look as if we are on a campaign podium. I will decimate you. I will deal with you.
Future
you understand? Don't think I cannot tackle you. You know,
close to 7 years.
In close to
don't
7
force me to name your name.
Yes, don't force me to deal with you. You don't have capacity to bring the state down. We can deal with you.
A father that is like that is it's not
for how long? For how long? If you use like 20 years to rehearse for madness,
and that's why I said we
market?
have lost hope in this current
Of course,
administration.
Nigerians have lost hope, but I want to say this morning that all hope is not lost. The president and the government can still do enough to ensure that Nigeria becomes safe.
Buhari and Jonathan were in a meeting the other time, and about a month ago they were in another meeting. Now, previously they spoke about the new political crisis in Mali. Now, we have our issues where we're talking about crisis in Mali, which is not our constituency at the moment. We don't know the content of their meeting, the last, the menu of, is it menu now? of their meeting as at the last time.
The former President Goodluck Jonathan is holding a sensitive position on the AU platform, ECOWAS platform, representing the country, mediating in some internal affairs of those countries. Last week, I think President Muhammadu Buhari talked about providing support for countries like Gambia that will not allow any small country, our neighbors, to be destabilized. Of course, in those areas, we will look like the giant of Africa, but in the real sense of it, we are not there. Of course, we can't say because the home front is destabilized, but look at what happened in Taraba, that we had external aggression at that particular point in time. And we told the government, let us address the issue of insecurity. If Nigeria is well secure, no unknown gunmen from outside the country can intrude into our country. That is the point we are saying. The attack in Taraba, they got away with it. Why? They migrated a little bit into Sokoto State. The government must address the issue of insecurity. So whatever they have discussed, let us give Goodluck Jonathan and President Muhammadu Buhari the benefit of the doubt that it could be one of those feedback after traveling around the ECOWAS state to come and feed Mr. President back. We are talking about AU position.
I think Dele was trying to say that President Buhari should focus on Nigeria. Our policy thrust should be Nigeria first, okay? Not, undermining the clout and status of Nigeria as the giant of Africa, in that step too. Because you need to intervene and interfere diplomatically in the affairs of other African countries to ensure that there's stability in Africa. But can we also
put our house in order
and make the house or the home the place of charity, the first place, for...
As a matter of fact, we need to do that. Our home front need to be safe before we delve into other matter. But as our position in Africa will always make us to mediate in some of these crises within the Africa continent, because Africa is the central piece of the Nigerian foreign policy. We'll continue to address that, but that does not mean or equate the fact that the president has almost lost control in terms of security issue in the country. Let us address. Charity begins at home. I get the point. You understand? If your home is not safe, how can you then want to make another person's home
unfortunately,
to be safe?
These African countries don't even have respect for us.
They won't have
respect. Same people who are dealing with our citizens.
See, they regard us, Tayo, as a group of people that cannot take care of themselves. Look at the president. I think about 3 days ago, just told the Manufacturer Association of Nigeria when they cried out that, don't worry, I'm going to make forests available for you. This was what Ghana did post-COVID in 2020. They gave open window to Manufacturer Association in their country. Those who are importing raw material, you import with waiver. Why? To rejig the economy and boost the production sector of the economy. But our own manufacturer pay through their nose. and at the end of the day, the cost is transferred to the final consumer, and you continue to
That's
multiply.
what we're having at the
Yes,
moment.
you continue to multiply poverty in the land, because the highest form of inflation that we have had is cost push inflation.
No, this
the
one,
cost of
this
production.
one is runaway.
You understand?
It's runaway because you go to the market to buy, maybe food stuff now for a price. You go there in another 3 to 4 days.
The price has gone up, and the irony is that there's nothing that goes up in Nigeria that ever comes down. Of course, my children told me that it's the price of Gary. That Gary is the only thing that they have noticed that when it goes up, it comes down. On a lighter note, the president and the government need to address and fix the economy. Do you know that some of this insecurity also have some socioeconomic undertone? Socioeconomic, political undertone. How do we get this? Look at the rate at which Boko Haram are recruiting. They are recruiting people that are suffering, people that are hungry.
And I'm very sure they have recruited a lot of military people, because now when a military base has been attacked, so what do we get? Where do we run to?
See, the federal government is even making it look as if it pays to fight against the country than to be on the side of patriotism. How do I mean? The military is constantly celebrating rehabilitation of repentant Boko Haram. What of victims of their attack? What of villages and communities that have not been receptive up till now? So these are the issues. The federal government must address socioeconomic problem, address the issue of justice. Then we move forward as a country.
I was looking at, the arm that can check Mr. President or get him to be responsive to issues being raised daily on daily occasion by Nigerians. And someone on this particular one, Electoral Act, it is not easy to override Buhari's veto. That's according to Gbajabiamila. So, what state are we in now?
Yes, we are in a state that it is when the president wants to have that he has. There's no law, there's no institution that can checkmate the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and it is unfortunately so. I just told you what it takes to override Mr. President. Thank God Gbajabiamila. The other time when he was asked, he said, when they come back from recess, they will talk about it. Yesterday he was in Surulere, his constituency, inaugurating some projects, so he could not dodge that question any longer, and he had to talk. That you see, you need a 2/3 of both houses to impeachment. This idea of people collecting signature is a ruse. You don't use signature to veto, to override the president veto. Perhaps they may be collating signature to know the people who are actually on their side. It is not easy. That's the truth of the matter. So the electoral process is like something that is being thrown away, because there's another plan to also truncate the electronic transmission of results even as we speak now. So the president can only act on some of these cases through moral persuasion. Nothing like somebody want to convince Mr. President, or there's an institution that can force Mr. President to act. That is why we must build resilient, strong, and very vibrant institution in Nigeria. Institution that can checkmate those in government. Institution that can checkmate Mr. President. Not that whatever the government does or those in government does, they get away with it. That is the level we find ourselves in the country.
Do we have a formidable opposition in any of the other political parties, maybe the PDP, the APGA, even the AD, Alliance for Democracy?
We don't have formidable opposition. PDP is the major opposition political party in Nigeria. They are not so formidable as it were. The only thing that look as if they are formidable is because the APC government has failed. You understand? When the government in power fails, opposition becomes suddenly strong.
When APC was opposition, the APC was so outspoken.
Yes, APC was so outspoken. PDP, they are not better in opposition. That's the truth of the matter. You know, they've been in government for a long time, like a period of.
So they are used to being in power.
Yeah, so they are used to being in
They
power.
don't know how to play opposition.
That is why some of their chieftains can easily cross carpet to the ruling party today because of the heat. We have some people within the APC. The only thing we can trace to them is that these people have never cross carpeted. All their political life, at least from 1999, they have been in that same political party until their party takes over government. So we need formidable opposition that will bring out constructive criticism. That's the type of opposition that we have. So it's not as if we have formidable opposition. The only major opposition we have in the country today is that a lot of Nigerians are disgruntled because the government, this current government, has failed the people to a very large extent.
All right, residents of Nigeria's first housing estate, Bodija Estate, said they no longer sleep day and night, courtesy of the many nightclubs in the area. Now, apart from that, they said they cannot come in and go out of their various houses from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. because cars are parked indiscriminately on both sides of the road and other available spaces. Indiscriminate parking noise, Bodija Estate residents urge Makinde to regulate approval of nightclubs. Have you been to Bodija lately?
Yes, Tayo. Even during the day, I don't want to mention, but there are some areas that become almost impassable for business and vehicular activity. I think the government, like they have called, should checkmate that. When you have too many nightclubs in a reserve area, that is what you have. It's the end of the year. Of course, the activity has gone up, but they should even have courtesy and respect for other residents within the premises, within the area. That is what it looks like. The worst part of it is that some of these things breed insecurity. You see strange faces. Tayo, I also happen to, there are some hotels in my area too. At times you see people that you have never even seen before. And what they do is to surveil the area so that anytime they can launch an attack. So this thing is free. Let the Oyo State government look into this. Live and let's live. You can't, because of your own business, constitute a menace or constitute security threats to that particular community or that particular environment. Let us check influx of people, because the year title, this is the end of the year, it will come and go. But those who have mapped out the area strategically, who have been able to survey the area, when they run out of cash, they can come back for attack, and that will constitute another major security threat. So
and
let
that's
the government
about security. What about the easy passage of residents of
yes,
that estate?
easy passage of residents, disturbing vehicular movement, disturbing business activity, and what have you. So let the government look at this very critically. Of course, there was a policy sometimes ago. We know that may not be able to fly in Nigeria. If you have a public place, let there be a car park.
May God rest the soul of Honorable Kede Ayola. You know, he wanted to do something, to this some time ago.
In that regard.
But we hope, the Oyo State government can really do something. Awolowo Road is terrible.
Yes.
Who is approving these nightclubs and there are no parking lots for them? And so people just park on the road indiscriminately.
And there are so many of them in that houses.
It's terrible.
From this other side.
Well,
there are so
on
many
the
of
other
them.
side, you look at it, yes, maybe but Oyo State is getting economically viable.
Yes.
It's opening up for business. But let's bring proper regulation. That's what we're saying.
Yes, let the government regulate effectively. If you want to build a smart city, maybe 24-hour city, for example, they are not only noted for nightclub. This idea of nightclub have its own vices. We have to look at that very critically. So when we are talking about economic viability, we also talk about security implication. We also talk about how harmful is that activity to the environment and the society at large.
Well, before we take our next break, APC in Oyo State has said that the administration of Seyi Makinde has performed abysmally low in terms of provision of adequate security and infrastructural development in Oyo State. The opposition party, in a statement yesterday by its caretaker public secretary Abdulaziz Olatunde, said Makinde had performed far below expectation despite spending 31 months in the saddle as the governor of the state. You share this.
When we get back from this commercial break, we get Austin's reaction.
Every kid is amazing at something. Amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day instant cereal. Feed their amazing.
My name is Wale Michael, CEO Online Dynamics Limited. Happy New Year 2022. Taylor Swift says, "This is a new year, a new beginning, and things will change." The New Year is a book titled Opportunity. It has 365 pages. Its pages are blank. You are going to write on the pages yourself. And the first chapter starts today, the New Year's Day. So, start writing from today for the fantastic end. At Online Dynamics, we encourage you to set your goals and pursue them. Cheers to the new year and another chance for us to get it right. Oprah Winfrey. On behalf of the team at Online Dynamics Limited, I wish you a happy and prosperous 2022. You may contact me on 0803 242 9497. I am Wally Michael and I love you.
Holiday, don't land again. January to December, hustling pay. Spend the moment with your family. Share the love you feel at a little park of Golden Morn. Oh my girl, you enjoy cause wahala no dey finish. Oh yeah, make you cool down. Tomorrow go better. It's a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry oh, with Golden Morn. Merry oh, with Golden Morn. Merry oh, happy Golden morning.
lẹ́nìkan bá ń bi mí ohun tí mo máa ṣe tí bá jowó tó tówó gidi mo ronú mílíọ̀nù kan náírà àbí ìyẹn ò tó nǹkan kan rárá bóyá pẹ̀lú bíi 5 tàbí 10 mo lè.
mú àlárere rẹ ṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìpolongo airtel recharge and blow níbi tí gbogbo èèyàn ti jẹ́ olúborí ra owó ìpè dójú àmì lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ kó o sì gbádùn ẹ̀bùn owó tó tó 100 mílíọ̀nù náírà. ìpolongo yìí ń wá sópin ní oṣù december ọdún 2021 fún àlàyé síwájú sí testa 444*4#.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Yeah, that time don't reach, oh. Christmas don't come again, yeah. Mama's helping hand, oh. Now the seasoning for the season. Yeah, I dey look forward to hunger Christmas. Yeah, I dey wait for hunger Christmas. I dey think about hunger Christmas because Mama cook hunger.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Mini-me noodles, taste the fun. Mini-me noodles, I really, really love it so. It's tasty and yummy. Tasty and yummy. Taste the fun. Taste the fun. Call all your friends now. Call all your friends now. Enjoy your Mini-me noodles. Mini-me noodles, taste the fun. Mini-me noodles, I really, really love it so. Mini-me noodles.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
Every kid is amazing at something. Make them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Make them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
All right, welcome back. It's still 32 FM 94.9. Now, Austin is still responding to some of the stories we have there. And about this claim by the APC Oyo on Sheyi Makinde's achievement in 31 months.
Yes, I think.
Do you agree with that claim or assertion?
Not completely anyway. That statement is both relative and subjective. You understand? It depends on the way you look at it. There was a time we cry almost every time of security situation, how security has fallen below what it was before this current administration came on board. But you will also agree with me that between then and now, security situation has improved somehow. The government has come up with security trust fund. A lot of measures have been put in place, and one of it is this issue of light up of the city is really working in the area of providing adequate security, because when there is ventilation, the bad guys will have to run away from there. So in the area of security, the government still need to do more.
Well,
the government has performed low before now.
Are saying that you replaced solar-powered street lights provided by Ajimobi with diesel-powered street lights. So, in that regard, they believe that.
Yes, if you also look at the solar-powered street lights during Ajimobi, of course, a lot were done at that time, but it was not as effective as what we have now. But the idea of diesel-powered street light, how sustainable will it be? You understand? Would the next government, even if this government is voted for another time, would the successive administration be able to carry out with this? When I was discussing this issue at a particular forum 2 days ago, I cited the example of Chief Rashidi Ladoja when he came on board. They presented proposal of school feeding of school children to him, about 66 million naira per day to feed school children in Oyo State. And he looked at how economically viable that project is. He said, no, the state cannot sustain this. The little money we have, let us rehabilitate, refurbish our school, ensure that there is 25 to a teacher per class. And Oyo State was doing well educationally at that time. I just cited that as an example. How sustainable are some of these projects that we are putting in place?
APC also mentioned the Ajumoshi buses that are due for replacement. It said Jay Makinde bought some, but they are only seen when PDP has assignments outside Oyo State.
Well, the Ajumoshi buses, I don't know where they disappear to. You know, this idea of when government is in power, you continue to see their mass transit. When they leave office, they disappear to thin. I don't know. I want to believe that some of them are still at the secretariat. The governor also bought a lot that we criticize about the cost of procurement at that time. I think I used to see few of them. They wrote this workers something, I think, for majorly civil servant. So let us also use this medium to call on Oyo State government. When are you going to roll out these buses? Are we waiting for road infrastructure to get to a certain level before we roll them out? Some of them are out. I can see few of them plying some major routes in Ibadan, majorly for workers. But the idea before was not only for workers. He bought a lot of them, I think close to 80 or 100 pieces. So where are they? Where for what purpose are they still being kept until now? So let government respond to that, especially as we go into the new year.
Timothy Okore, Happy New Year to everyone. The sum total of it all is that this administration is incompetent in insecurity. Make no mistakes about it. Regarding WHO saying that COVID-19 will end in 2022, I can't wait. He dropped his message on YouTube. Good morning to you, Tayo Dele and Austin. Our Mustafa is absolutely correct. I have said it some time ago on this platform that every state where insurgency persisted more than 48 hours, the CSO of the state and state government should be blamed. Omotalani Abiola, we got that too. Then some people have short fuse to criticize Makinde government. They come on radio praising for payment of salaries as if past administration didn't pay salaries. All schools are now opening PTA account. Akikumi Bolaji, your message is not complete. Please try and send a reminder.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. If you don't hear me, I'm not hearing from you. If you are hearing me, let me just drop this point. Concerning the claim by opposition that the governor performed abysmally, to me, they just have to say something so that the people can still know that they are still in the town. Governor has done so many things concerning the street light. The one that they did during their own time, can we compare it with the one that we are having now? So they just want to have something to say. We can never compare your state. We can never compare your state of present with the one they have done before.
Right, thank you.
0705 Hello, good morning, Alaji.
Morning.
Good morning.
Alaji Akolaka for Coca-Cola. I think the issue of whether from the that Governor Seyi Makinde has not done anything should be left to the people in 2023. So they should prepare to bring their candidate out, campaign for him, or then let the people what to do. That's by the way. On the issue of security and the helicopter dropping weapons and food some time ago,
That's why we say that former military head of state, Tony Abacha, once said that people killing, that the culprits who are not apprehended after 24 or 48 hours should be traced to the government in power. And we could see the reaction of the federal government on the issue of the bandits and all these insurgents. So we knew the people at the top and the allies were maybe one of their sponsors.
All right, 0809 7949 0705 5949. Those are the numbers to call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dele. Good morning. Okay, good morning. God bless you.
Good morning.
This is the first of the message. On the issue of direct primary bill, see, I think it is not clear to all Nigerians why the both chambers of Federal Republic of Nigeria I find it so difficult to override the power of Mr. President. You know, that is why I'm always speaking about the restructure. This current structure put the whole Nigeria under one tribe. It can't be possible. They cannot do it. Have a nice time.
Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Bayo, please move away from your radio set.
Okay, quick one. My name is Bayo. You are hearing me, but I didn't hear you. Let me start with this. The issue of bandits. It's all seen. I don't know if you have watched the video before. Now, my question is this. Where are they getting those brand new e-logs that you see? Yeah, what Mr. Mustafa said, I mean, it's right. Look at the vehicle that you see. Brand new e-logs vehicle. From where? You know what I'm saying now? That's very real about the issue of sin. Issue of Makinde. I like I've said it. Let's wait in 23 for people to come out and say whether the trial is blessed or not. Not them. You say that they can never say anything good. How do you say it? That's not the way to play opposition. They cannot say anything good in Makinde. Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you.
You cannot hear me. For me, this present government of Oyo State should do more to accelerate and complete all ongoing projects because the projects are taking too much time. Thank you.
Right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, this is Alausa from Awe.
All right, Alausa.
Honestly speaking, history can never be kind to Buhari and his cohorts because both the executives and the National Assembly, they all know about all this insurgency going on in this country. Don't let us deceive ourselves. They know what is going on. They are benefiting from it. Honestly,
that's a claim, Austin. He said they are benefiting from it, so they won't put a stop to banditry and insurgency in this country.
Yes, we can totally substantiate that. It's a very wide allegation, but the government need to prove beyond reasonable doubts that they don't have a hand.
That's the government doesn't have a hand, but some people are benefiting from it.
Of course, some people are benefiting, even those in government. Some people in government are benefiting from it.
This is John Olariwaju from Ajowo. On the issue of Oyo State by APC, as far as I'm concerned, John Olariwaju, I will never listen to them. I can listen to another person. I can listen to analysts if they criticize Makinde. Yes, that's fine. But the APC, they don't have any other people to criticize. Even that street light we are talking about, before the government of late Ajumobi left the office, if you look at that street light along Gate, it has already stopped working. That's what we know. So you power the street light by the district. They can do it unless if they cannot do it. Look at the security vote they were getting. Those are the money that they can spend into that place. Unless if they cannot do it, that's the thank you and good morning.
Hello. All right, well, that's a call. We can still take more calls. 0705 5949 0809 7949. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, on the issue of Oyo State, this is because of the matter. Honestly, Governor Makinde is doing well.
honestly, is doing well. I'm not after any party. I'm after governance. The man is doing well, but he needs to be more proactive on in some areas. You know, that is the truth of the matter.
Areas like what? Areas like what? Hello?
Areas in security, you know, and well-being of the masses.
Okay.
But the man is doing well. He's a man of integrity.
Okay, thank you. Let them know. If you have your reservations about, let them know. They listen. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Baba Oigwaramosi.
Okay.
About the issue of our state. Where the APC talk and the governor listen to them, if they have been talking, if they are talking, to do the work where if God sends you.
Morning, Tayo.
Good morning. Morning.
Morning. The governor is actually doing, but there is room for improvement. The opposition definitely will expect them to talk. But I think this is one of the parts where, this is the part of the world where most time criticism is a bit destructive instead of constructive. Like I was happy with the Omola pointing out the security issue. That is actually how to criticize more. And Austin, I give you kudos for what you have done this year, 2021. I actually wish you a very special year next year. I hope the year will favor all of us. Good morning.
Amen. Okay, 009-7000-949. Austin Adumo.
Yes, in the area of insecurity and infrastructure, the government can do more. The government of your state. Then on street light, we should also expand the scope. From Mokola Bridge to this Dugbe houses, there's no light. So let the government also work on that. If we can
also the fast track, the one on 110, that stretch.
Yes, that stretch.
Okay, but I could speak for, Oluyole, Sharpcorner axis. The light is good. Yes. Ring Road,
yes.
Light is good.
Yes, there are testimony that the light is working. It has never really worked like this before. That's the truth of the matter. Not as if we never had it before in Oyo State, but in terms of effectiveness, it has never really worked like this. And the scope that is captured now, it has never captured some of the area that has been captured now. So let the governor continue to do more, serve the people, provide security as we go into the new year. God bless Nigeria.
It's time to take our leave of you this morning. We'll return tomorrow morning for the weekend edition and the first edition for the coming year. My name is Dele Adeyanju. Thanks for your time. Thank you, Austin, for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dele. Thank you, Austin Idumo. My name is Olotayo Gwande. See you in the next year, and that see you in the new year, and that's next year, and that's tomorrow, God willing. Bye for now.
94.9, filling the world with laughter.
We fill the world with laughter. We are 32 FM 94.9.
Show me your 32.
ẹ kọ́ra jẹ́ o.
ẹ máa káàbọ̀ sá.
ta ló wà ń bí o.
àwa náà ni àwa tá a wà ń bí náà rí.
èló lẹ tàwọn pankẹ́rẹ́ yìí.
pankẹ́rẹ́ oríṣiríṣi ni ṣẹ́dá àwọn tínrín tí wọ́n lẹ̀ dáadáa ẹ lè má wọn yẹn ní méjì 150 ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí tán tí kí n 100 náà lẹ́yọ̀ kan.
ọkọ̀ ògbé kan náà làwọn pankẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà rèé tí wọ́n jírí
wọ́n jẹun kánú dura wọn lọ.
táwọn ilé ò ní kán báyìí.
kò lè kán ọ lẹ̀ dáadáa.
ẹranko làwọn ọmọ tá a fi nà bẹ́ẹ̀ ká kúkú kó dán wò ná. irọ́ mọ̀ gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò nà ní.
ẹ sàmọ̀ ẹ máa tẹ pankẹ́rẹ́ wò lára mi.
ọgbọ́n lórí báyìí.
àìrọ́ kìí ṣe gàrí níyẹn máa tọ́ wò.
ẹgbẹ́lẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wò.
ẹ fẹ́ nà ń pa ni.
apá bí mo ti nà yín lọ́jọ́ rí bẹ́ẹ̀. ẹgbẹ́ yọkan sí.
irú àsìkò akọ́ṣẹ́lá wò ẹ máa lọ ìta pankẹ́rẹ́ mọ́.
Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, let them kill you.
32 FM 94.9.
32 FM
ìkànnì adẹ́rìn-pòṣónú.
32 FM. The Pioneer Joy Station.
32 FM.
The station admired by other radio stations.
32 FM.
One tagline is never enough. 32 FM 94.9.